We take people out of university, generally put them into roles. They might have one or two people working for them after they've been there for 4 or 5 years. And at some stage in their career, all of a sudden they're responsible for 500 people. And they've actually never been trained in what that means. How to give corrective feedback, how to really lead, how to inspire people.
This is an idea that Larry Stevenson and I have been kicking around for 20 years. Both of us served in the Army, and both of us went to business school. And we both came away with the feeling that leadership courses in business school were the weakest part of the program. You can't teach leadership in a classroom. It's experiential, hands-on learning.
The military spends an inordinate amount of time, money, and resources on leadership training, leadership evaluation. The benefits of that shouldn't be lost on the private sector. So when you take perhaps hundreds of years of military experience that may go unleveraged after somebody retires, that's a waste. So to provide that benefit to the private sector through a program such as this, I think it creates a synergy between all the good that the private sector has right now, plus all the benefits of military leadership and training.
And nothing is happening!
What the program offers is a concrete experience. If you and I are talking about leader character in the classroom, probably we're going to have a very engaging and involving conversation. But at the end of the day, people didn't learn anything. And if we would like to develop leaders, teach them skills, then for sure people have to go through an experience. Sometimes we have to set people up for failure so that it can reflect on that experience, identify behavioral goals, and give it another kick at the can, so to speak, because that's really how leader character develops.
Instead of having ourselves situated in a classroom, which is pretty much typical, I think, of a lot of leadership programs, this provided an opportunity to really have that hands-on outdoor experience.
Either exchange traded at a certain price, or fundamental view that we have in this program is to develop an experience, an environment at which a member, a teammate, an individual could enter that's foreign to them. So it sort of becomes a level playing field for everyone. But ultimately brings out that core competency or incompetency that you can pick apart, to leverage, to really learn about yourself.
So one of the main things that we do want to achieve with this program is to get the students to understand at a very personal level how they respond to stressful situations. What we find as people go under stress, that often their behaviors are not what they would be under their normal everyday actions.
A real stumbling block is confidence. Having an understanding that you really do have the abilities to lead people who maybe have been around for longer than you and maybe know a little bit more than you, but that you've been given the tools to fill that role of a leader, and that role is critically important.
No matter how well it went or how poorly it went, there was a great overall learning experience from that really difficult challenge.
Fearing failure is inevitable, but it's how you deal with that and how you get over it and how you see that, yes, failure is an option, but so is success.
As we moved on, overall, except for a blip or two, we realized that we're not here to compete against each other. We're here to use everybody as a resource to move forwards collectively. And I think humans forget that in general.